Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to SketchCraft Gaming. I'm Rob Duanius, Gaming Artist Esquire. And if you're joining in for the very first time, you should know that we typically rant about gaming-related news stuffs. And gaming-related news stuffs only here. Chosen by either us or you, the audience. Us, I mean Wesley Rusher. Wesley, say hi.
Hi.
Wesley ain't got shit tonight. Ain't got shit. And joining us, and Wesley is great. Ain't Got Shit podcast, Ashley West. There's a lot of Lees here going on, all right? Just don't.
Weses and everything.
Yeah, she's got Wes in her last name too, so it doesn't help.
Ah, it's an anagram. All right, Ashley West from GangFeather.com. Ashley, say hello.
Hello.
All right, let's go ahead and just turn this down a little bit. And let's get right to it. So, it's been an interesting week in gaming, actually, I think. We had the Nintendo Direct. If you follow Nintendo news at all, in any way, shape, or form, you'll know that Nintendo does these little things called Nintendo Directs, where they make a video showing off all the stuff they got coming out relatively soon, usually within a month or two from the release, and they go on for about an hour. It's actually pretty cool. This one, they specifically went out their way to tell everyone there will be no Nintendo NX news, just Wii U and 3DS. Which further makes me think that they are going to announce the NX in June. You know, like
they're dropping the bomb at E3.
Gotta be, right?
Which will be another Nintendo Direct because they don't do E3 anymore.
Oh, they don't do E3 anymore.
Well, they have a booth. They do a show floor, but they don't do like the traditional press conference that Sony and Microsoft do.
Really?
They stopped doing that. I think it's been 2 years now, where they just did, or maybe it was just last year, but they just do a Nintendo Direct. They used to rent out like the Nokia Theater and have a huge presentation with the press there. I mean, maybe they'll do that this year if it's a big enough. If they actually announce the NX, it'd be kind of cool to have people there again. But if it's just another round of games, it'll probably just be
is that
E3
because
Nintendo
of
Direct.
Is that because of their performance in the last year as far as sales go, like with the Wii U?
That's because it's expensive to be at E3. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if I complain about Comic-Con prices, you know what they must charge Nintendo?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was at the E3 for the release of the 3DS and the Wii U in the Nokia Theater when I was at GameFan. I just was like, I'm fucking going, Dave, you know, because he didn't want to go. And I was like, I'm going to be there. And I was like, I got to see Miyamoto. I was like, I was a little kid. But that's a big room to rent out. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it was really cool. I went to 2 Nintendo conferences. And I think it was 2 years ago they did the Nintendo Direct for the first year. And, you know, it's cool to be there and be like, ooh, I'm here. But as press, I actually preferred the Nintendo Direct. It was like I could just watch, I could grab screenshots, I could post news right away. And, you know, most people are watching it anyways, so it works for them.
all right, so
smart.
that
They
being
had
said,
nothing big to announce.
that being said, let's talk about what they did. I want to just get right off the bat. I want to tell you what I really liked and what I really didn't, and then see what you guys got to say. First off, I really love the announcement of Dragon Quest VII on the 3DS, completely remade in 3D with their little nifty 3D engine. Localization, better localization from the PlayStation 1 way back on the PSX, which, you know, we all know is shaky.
We'll wait to see better.
Well, is it the one they did one on DS, right? Because I didn't play that. They did do a release on the DS. That was like 2D, if I remember. Didn't they?
I don't think so. 7 wasn't re-released.
Maybe I was thinking 6.
They do have 7 on like phones, so hopefully it's another script from the phone versions.
Well, that being said, it looked phenomenal.
Yes, it looks really good.
It looked really good. I don't know why that wasn't even announced at the Dragon Quest 30th anniversary thing from a couple of weeks ago, where they announced jack shit. That was a fun, complete waste of my time. But the 3DS Dragon Quest VII this year, honestly, Wesley, it might be game of the year for me. And even though it's a fucking like 20-year-old game now going on here, I can't wait. That being said, the thing that I hated the most was Metroid Federation Force. Now, you may be thinking, people, gamer friends out there, Rob, you're just jumping on the hating the Federation Force bandwagon. That's not fucking true. I really didn't like when they first showed off Federation Force, like last summer, and was part of the campaign, and the first 100 people to sign the petition to get Nintendo to fucking like change the name or do something, which I knew would do nothing, but it was just like, you know, I want to be an internet troll. Fuck you, Nintendo. Like, I love Nintendo, but Metroid Prime Federation Force just reeks of like little kid first-person MOBA thing. Like it doesn't even. I don't know. I'm all for chibi characters and low poly first-person shooters, but given had the success of Splatoon, I don't know why this wasn't just its own thing. Shoving the Metro. It should be called like Metroid Force. It shouldn't be called Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime is about exploration, adventure, first person adventure, exploration, thinking, puzzle solving. And this just looks dumb.
Yeah, I
And
don't really get it. Like, it doesn't have Samus in it at all, right?
oh, they made specific to mention, oh, she'll appear like in cutscenes.
But I
Yeah.
don't get things like this. I just,
It's called Cash Grab.
yeah,
Where we
they
grab
think
out of
it's gonna. So they think it's gonna make money, and
they're
that's why they do
I,
it.
I don't think it's gonna make money just from all the hate.
Yeah,
dude, they,
I'm,
they,
no.
I'm,
they had
I'm
to
still
show off the dis-
open-minded about it. Some of the first previews that came out right after they had a little preview event, and these games they announced during the Nintendo Direct, like Star Fox, and just we were under embargo. So there's been some previews of Federation Force, and it just people don't know what to make of it yet. Like the levels are really small and compact. It's not as grand as Metroid, but the four-player co-op may be decent, and it is being worked on by Next Level Games, who did Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS and Punch Out for Wii and Super Mario Strikers. So I mean, those are good games. I'm
Yeah,
not trying
but
to be
if
like
the
Captain like,
director,
well,
if
yeah.
the director has the vision, doesn't matter how great technically these people can produce. Why didn't Retro just make the game? Maybe because hopefully Retro's making a real Metroid game. But I've never seen like the hate on this game has been so loud. They had to take the Nintendo Direct to let everyone know we know you don't like the game, so now we're really gonna explain to you why you should. And it just made me not like it more.
Did you see what happened with the trailer once it hit YouTube?
They shut off the dislikes button, so you
it
couldn't
got
see
it
it.
got like thousands of dislikes
Like
in minutes.
yeah,
It's
18,000 to like 300 likes. It was crazy. Before they finally turned it off. Come on, you know what I mean? Like turning it off. What does that do? You know?
Well, at least people care, not in the good way, but
Yeah,
yeah, you
that's
can
right.
still
Actually,
like and dislike it. You just can't see it.
right. Like no one's gonna read the comments. Why didn't they just disable comments as well?
There's 4,000 comments too. I'm looking at it right now.
The thinking is strange, and weirdly reactionary, but not an. I don't know. It's strange. Ashley, did you watch the Nintendo Direct?
I didn't.
You did not. I do
No.
recommend leaving it on while you draw. Those kinds of things.
Where can I find it? Where can we find it?
You can get the Nintendo YouTube channel right away.
Okay.
Like Nintendo has a cool YouTube channel. I recommend that. So, Wesley, what did you think of Nintendo Direct?
I thought it was pretty good. They came out with a few surprise announcements, so that had me happy. Like the Paper Mario Color Splash, that
Right.
was like leaked earlier, and people were like, oh no, it's not gonna happen. And we're getting a brand new Paper Mario game for the Wii U, and looks bright and colorful. Promise. The Fire Emblem crossover Shin Megami Tensei game, what's called Tokyo Mirage Sessions #FE. I think
I
that's
know. It's so
I think
strange.
it's hash. They said something different. I think they said like I don't know what they said. Maybe it was hash. Maybe they said hash, but it's like it's the pound sign. It's funny, but I'm excited
Yeah,
that's
it's
coming
the
out.
pound sign in the title. We should
It's a
just do
pound
Mario
sign.
emoji thumbs up lightning bolt plumber tube. Like like.
Star Fox is looking really good now, and I mean maybe it's not so good. Maybe that's why they bundled a second game with it.
Yeah, that was weird. So last E3, Miyamoto was showing off a bunch of tech demos. They kind of skinned up Star Trekky, Star Foxy ish, and this time he was saying how one of them was this camera game where you had like multiple cameras on the screen, so you can see different cameras, and you'd have to stop these robots from getting into your fortress, basically. And they turned that into a Star Fox game featuring Slippy and his dad Grippy. It's amazing. Like, I know. Right? My wife looked at me, Grippy. I'm like, I love it. I love it. He's got a mustache too. It's fucking brilliant. So but yeah, they're like, it's gonna be called Star Fox Guard. I figured it was gonna be an eShop only title, but then they said that they're bundling it in as its own game. So that means they're gonna put it on a disc, which is
Yeah,
great.
so it's bundled. If you buy the physical copy, you get both games. So buy $60, and then if you go on eShop, it's a separate purchase from Star Fox. So if you digitally, they're separate. So I'm guessing Star Fox is going to be cheaper digitally, maybe $40,
But given
maybe
how
maybe $50.
simple, but given how simple those tech demos are, I almost feel like all of them should have just been on that second disc. You know, like we didn't know what to do with this other stuff, so we'll just put it on the second disc. Like, you know, the only thing about Star Fox Zero that I can complain about is I heard you can't turn off the motion controls. Like you can't, which means you can't just play with the D-pad if you wanted to. So I find it oddly fucking annoying. You know, this takes me back to the Wii days where I'd get Muramasa, and you'd have to go through an arm and a leg to get it so you could play it without Wii controls. Or case in point, Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii, you couldn't just roll. You had to shake the fucking controller to make them roll. You
Yeah, that
know,
was a bitch.
yeah, I hated it.
Also, you could just play with the classic controller though.
Right, but then you have this giant penis hanging off your fucking controller. It's like, I mean, it's horrible, dude. Like, you gotta this
You're
controller,
angsty tonight.
huh, bro? Like, I don't. What games that they force motion controls on? Like, here's what I don't understand. In Mario Kart, they give you 8 different ways to play that game. Basically, any way you'd want to play it, you can play it. No, just a D-pad, no motion controls, whatever. Same with Smash Brothers. But then we get to Star Fox, and it's like you have to do it this one way. You know, and I just that's where I'm like, is Miyamoto just becoming like a hard ass? Like is he like, no, you must do it. So I don't.
Yeah, it was like with Kid Icarus, where they forced you to play with the stylus. Like, remember it supported that extra analog stick?
If you could just use
It
the
supported
second.
it, but the stick though was only for left-handed play. So if you put the stick on, you could play the other way if you're left-handed.
Yeah, that was
It wasn't like
Yay!
why can't I just do dual analog? What's wrong with you?
and they're just doing it because they don't want you to. There's no, and it's like then they complain about sales. They're like, well, we didn't buy it. Smartly, Nintendo fans vote with their money. So look, I actually, I think a lot of people say that this Nintendo Direct sucked or something. I don't agree because I thought it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was good too. I mean, they don't have some huge blockbuster to announce, but they're gonna save that shit for E3.
Yeah,
You know,
but the content was like there's a new Kirby game Ashley coming out, right?
Hmm.
Where it's called Kirby Mech something, Mech Robo Toto or something like
Planet
that.
Planet Robobot.
Robobot.
Robobot or butt?
When you know how
Bot.
Bot.
Kirby eats things and gets their powers, right? Kind of like Yoshi.
Yes.
And this time, when he devours or whatever, he takes over their mechs. He takes over their mechs, and
Okay.
now he's in his little mech. And like the low poly design is fantastic. The animations are really good. It has a total Mega Man Legends feel to it. In terms of the
And
design.
not only when he takes over the mech, he can then imbue it with whatever power he has. So you have like 11 variants for these mechs, which sounds pretty cool too.
Yeah, and it looks great. Like so, I thought that was actually this. Look, it's always gonna be Dragon Quest for me. It's just the way life is. Second to that, you give me like Kirby, who normally is a character I'm like, I don't know about, but every now and then they'll come up with the Kirby game that blows my fucking mind. Case in point, I got the first DS because of that Kirby's Rainbow Curse where you would draw the lines and I was like, this is what Sonic needs. This is like a Sonic you could draw and continue and flow them down draw the paths and shit. So this just looks cool. I think like they've gotten pretty creative with the Kirby games. What else? Oh, Linkle. Right? They were actually showing off Linkle for the Linkle. If you don't know what Linkle is, there's a female Link character now.
Oh.
Her
She's
name is
going to be in
Linkle.
Hyrule Warriors for 3DS first, but she's going to come to I think the Wii U version as well. So it's like a female Link, and she has a crossbow instead of a sword.
Yeah, like handheld crossbow. And she looks cool. And she's like, there's going to be more Linkle coming soon. So I'm hoping they put Linkle in the new Zelda.
Doesn't Link have a bow too?
He has a big bow, but these are like hand crossguards.
Oh,
Like
okay.
in Diablo 3, the Demon Hunter chick? She got
Oh
those,
yeah, those little yeah.
yeah, it's like that. So, but she looks cool.
Where else do you hold a crossbow, Rob?
Wesley, you don't want to know. All right, let me think. What else? Is there anything else about the Nintendo Direct? What was Lost Reavers? I kind of lost my.
Oh, so I was watching at work and Twitch does not like my work at all. But I caught the tail end of that. Lost Reavers is a 4-player, like I I want to say Diablo-esque like co-op game that Namco released in Japan exclusively for the Wii U. And so, but I think it plays more like a beat 'em up. So like a 3D beat 'em up, but you have like a party of 4 characters.
Hmm.
And I believe it was supposed to be like a free to play title. I'm not 100% sure if it's stayed that way.
I was confused by that one.
But yeah, it's gonna be online only kind of game. I don't think there's gonna be a physical disc. It's probably no one's gonna play it.
Because I have tons of storage on my Wii U, that makes sense. So, and the network on the Wii is fantastic. So.
Yeah, other than that, there's Mario and Sonic where they're introducing like rhythmic gymnastics and rugby.
No, my favorite is when Tails comes out with the baton, the ribbon thing. Like the Chinese, like the superstar Chinese girls come with that ribbon, and Tails is doing the total ribbon dance, and I'm like, this is a thing. Like,
that's rhythmic gymnastics. That's like one of my favorite events in the Summer Olympics when they have like the rings and the ball and the ribbon. That stuff's awesome.
Right, but it was just crazy to see Tails doing it. I'm like, I wish, it'd be a great promotional tie-in is if at the Rio Olympic Games they got a person in a furry outfit to come out and promote the game.
It's Rio. There will probably be furries. There's the new Monster Hunter Generations with Fire Emblem.
That was mostly a CG
crossover.
trailer, though. It was just like an announcement more than I didn't see a lot of gameplay.
The Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix.
Yeah, that was actually funny looking. There's a lot of cool, funny animations.
That game's awesome. I reviewed. I don't know if I reviewed the one for Wii, but I did a preview. I did a preview event for Destructoid. I got to go to like the Nintendo's campus up in San Francisco and play that game in the Zelda room, which was really cool. But yeah, so this is a fun, like, rhythm action, bunch of kind of like the WarioWare games, but more rhythm based.
Yeah, actually, there's this game called Rhythm Heaven, right?
Yeah.
And it plays like WarioWare. Where there's a bunch of little quick mini games, but they're really funny and clever. But this is to like a beat rhythm game, kind of like Parappa in a way, but yeah.
And I had Parappa.
Yeah, so it's like
super short, like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, just throw them at you.
And they're very creative. You'll see things like, whoa, I never saw that in a game before. So that was pretty good. So overall, I'd give this Nintendo Direct recap like, a 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was actually pretty good, other than the Metroid Federation Force, which I was like, fuck you. It's, man, like
Yeah.
we all just want another Prime, and especially after Other M. People are like, what are you doing to Metroid? Oh, I know what else we forgot. The Super Nintendo Classics for 3DS.
I wanted to ask you about that. So they announced that they're going to be bringing the Super Nintendo Classics to exclusively the Nintendo 3DS XL systems.
The new 3DS.
The new 3DS.
The small one or the XL, but
right.
the one that has like the analog nub on it.
Right, and they were like, but it will have pixel perfect mode, which means that you're playing it without any form of. So, I didn't rebuy any of the games on the virtual store now because I already own 15 versions of these games. So my understanding is that what are they? They stretch now or something? Like, what's the big selling point here with the pixel perfect mode? Like, are they just?
I don't think they stretch. They'll probably just be in their classic ratio, just perfect.
Oh, so the little tiny square, right, versus wide.
That's always been Nintendo's thing with all the different classics they've released. Is people are like, why aren't there more? Is that they thoroughly test and make sure like the emulation's perfect. Like they won't just release games if all of a sudden it's gonna act a little weird and a little wonky.
The only thing that could get me to buy F-Zero and Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo over again is if they would just build net play so I could play against people. I mean, I can do it in emulation.
Or cross-buy. If there was cross-buy, if I bought it on 3DS, I got it on Wii U, and I could play it wherever I damn please.
But I want to play Mario Kart against a bunch of people, like versus the...
No, I definitely hear you. But I also don't want to have to buy it 5 times on every console.
Right. Yeah, you buy it once, it should go across your account.
Like, I'm actually... Like, I got Earthbound when it came to the Wii U. I think I got it off of... As they were closing their little promotion store, so I used my points to get it. So I didn't actually buy it, but I haven't played it yet because I don't play my Wii U very often. But I play my DS a lot more, and I would play Earthbound now if I had it on a handheld.
Funny note, Leslie, right? When they were explaining if you buy it here, it will be linked to your Nintendo account, and then it'll go to the system. My wife goes, but what if you you already bought it. I'm like, well, that's what they're explaining. And she goes, no, I mean, I bought that on the Super Nintendo. I'm like, no, babe, they're not gonna. You can't. They're not gonna show me your cartridge in a picture, and they send it to you. Like, you gotta buy it again. So, like the UPC code from 1993. I don't know. So, anyhow, that was a Nintendo Direct. It was actually pretty good. That being said, we actually have Wesley. You put up something interesting. You want to talk about that?
Why don't we let
I
Ashley
mean,
go first? I'll
so
just
I mean
piggyback
Ashley.
off
Sorry,
that.
Ashley. You got Jay and Silent Bob, Chronic,
Yeah.
Blunt Punch.
So okay, so they're Kevin Smith. I was listening to Smodcast this week, and they've got a campaign on Fig for Jay and Silent Bob's Chronic Blunt Punch, and it's being developed by Interabang Entertainment, I believe. And it's gonna be a side-scrolling beat 'em up. Um, and I gotta check on it right now. Somebody vamp for me, because
It looks cool.
Yeah.
yeah, but I just thought it was really cool. I don't know. I mean, I like Kevin Smith, and the art for the game looks really cool. Like the concept art, really cool stuff. I think that's what's drawing me in. Is I thought about it, I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's Jay and Silent Bob. Is it gonna be I've seen some of their art before, like for some of like the shorts they do, and it's like it's not necessarily my cup of tea. But it's usually the comedy that gets you. But when I saw the art for this, I was like, wow, that's some really cool stuff. So let's see if I can get it up here.
I mean, I'm Googling this right now, and I had no idea this was even a thing. And I look at video game news pretty much every day, and
Yeah, it is not being reported on Kotaku, Destructoid. Destructoid, I'm kind of shocked about.
there's a Polygon article I see February 24th. IGN. I mean, I guess I don't go to those sites as frequently. Sometimes
Yeah.
I skip a day.
Let's take a look at it right now. So let me just go
I'm
Yeah,
look
just
but
at this.
surprised
it
it's not everywhere.
started last Tuesday, I believe, and it's got 26 days left. It's 44% funded. They got a goal of 400,000. So right now it's at $179,000 dollars backed. So I mean, I think they can make it.
Yeah, the
They're
art
almost
style is
halfway.
very Chris Falusi. You remember Ren and Stimpy? Like, yeah, it's cool. You know, what this reminds me of way back when Affleck was married to J Lo, and when they got married, Kevin made an arcade game and gave it to them. Like, he featured Ben Affleck and J Lo. Like, it was. I remember that. It was like, yeah, I gave him an arcade game, and they were like, oh wow. Like, so this looks cool. Yeah, it's not being featured anywhere.
No, yeah, and it's gonna be on, I think, for PC and Mac is what they're getting it, or trying to, I guess those are the platforms basically.
The problem with Mac games are it's a GPU issue. Let's see if we can get any gameplay in here. Let's see if I can get any gameplay. Nah, no gameplay. It's just mock-ups basically. Would have been nice if they actually had a little chunk of the game running.
Yeah,
So,
but
but they'll make the game.
yeah.
So they got 26 days left. Yeah, it's totally doable. You know.
I'm just surprised, like I said, it didn't get much coverage, especially because it's on Fig, and being that Fig is, a service made by people who are in the gaming industry.
Right,
Everyone
you
seems to
think.
love your favorite company that I can't think of the name right now.
Double Fine.
Yeah, Double Fine, that they'd want to share. It seems like every time something's been on Fig, I've heard about it. I heard about the other game, the game I threw up there, Rock Band, coming to PC.
The little
Well,
And
and
animations look really good.
funny thing is, the little boy, and I believe I I can't remember. I think there's a little boy in either it's Chasing Amy or it's Jalen Silent Bob Strike, or the second one, or Clerks 2. There's a little boy, but he's the one that's making the game. Like he is,
He grew up and became talented.
I guess so, but I don't know. I need to find his name because it's not good that I don't know it.
Well, look, I got some animation there. It's pretty funny. Yeah, this looks great. And I was not a fan of Kevin recently did that animation that looked fucking horrible. That that cartoon.
Yes, that was kind
Yeah,
of what I was talking about.
that did not look good at all. That this looks a lot better. I love the Clerks cartoon. That's still my favorite thing ever. But yeah, this definitely has a. I wish they had a piece of the game up though that they could actually play. So,
Yeah.
um,
I can't find the name. There's two guys that are kind of, I guess you could say they're doing most of the work. I mean, I don't.
I'll
They were the
back
ones on
the
the podcast.
I'll back the
Podcast.
early bird special. That's pretty good. $18. You can get in there. I got
Yeah.
another 200 spots left. I'll do that just to get my name in the credits. SketchCraft. I just back this thing so SketchCraft's in the credits every time.
Wait, so you're gonna back it?
Yeah, I'll back it. Yeah.
Cool, yay! I
Yay!
shared it.
You did your
I wish
job.
I could. Unfortunately, I cannot.
I'll back it for SketchCraft. So in a way, we all win. Good times. Yeah, that looks good, folks. I'd check it out. If you like Kevin, and if you don't, fuck you. And if you do, you win. You win. So back the game. You got $18. I mean, come on. You know it's gonna be a fun game. I miss those really creative side-scrolling beat 'em ups. Like the Simpsons game is probably my all-time favorite. Turtles, X-Men. Second all-time favorite would be the Dungeons and Dragons games. A little bit more serious, but totally fun. Even remember Alien Hominid? I remember Alien Hominid. Alien Hominid was
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
I
so
think so.
that's a tough ass game.
yeah, it was.
You know,
Yeah.
and to an extent, Castle Crashers continue that on.
Yeah, and Castle Crashers, and then that weird block thing. I don't know what they made.
Did you ever play the Scott Pilgrim game?
Yeah, actually, that was good.
Yeah.
That was really good. But that's more like River City Rumble, right? Is that what I'm thinking?
Ransom?
River City
Yeah.
Ransom. Yeah. So, but yeah, that was really, really good. Actually, I like that. So let's move on. What time are we at? 27 minutes. We got time. Wesley, did you want to talk about that thing, or do you want me to talk about something else?
Talk about something else. I was just going to mention that Rock Band they're trying to, get a PC version on Fig as well. So
Yeah, I
they're
don't care.
doing the,
All right, so
yeah. I just think it's kind of, I
it's
just feel
Rock
bad,
Band.
like Mad Catz laid off like a shit ton of people after Rock Band 3 didn't sell very well because they, spent all their money on it. And now Rock Band
It's over.
Harmonix is struggling. I mean, they went from being with MTV to being on their own to being with EA to it's just
It's
now they're on
called
Fig.
it's called a bubble. It's a bubble.
Yeah.
It's not meant to last. I'm sorry. So speaking of things shutting their doors, I got to bring it up. Raise a glass, pour one out, whatever. GameTrailers.com finally shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I loved game trailers back when it first came out, because it was the source for game trailers. I used to have an IGN Insider account because that was the only way you could watch new game trailers. And then game trailers came out, and I was like, cool, it's free.
They
Done.
have the best retrospectives. Period. I
Yeah,
downloaded them all. Luckily, I got them. So, I didn't lose them. Like, I actually just ripped them from their site back in the day. But they have a fantastic Final Fantasy. They did this Legend of Zelda retrospective. It was like 11 parts. And it wrapped up with their theory about how all the Zelda timelines work. And later on, years later, Miyamoto and Nintendo released an actual timeline, and it was spot on. Spot on. And they called it years in advance. So it's fantastic. It's a shame they didn't keep the retrospectives going, or I guess they couldn't do a YouTube channel because, DMCA's and shit, right? So they didn't know who's going to a game. I always felt like game trailers should have got picked up by Twitch, or, you know what I mean? There should have been some kind of synergy there. But I don't know, man. It's a big shame. Game trailers closed. Ashley, did you ever go to game trailers?
Maybe a couple times.
Like
Yeah, but
back
I
in
didn't. I actually don't watch a lot of game trailers. I mean, that's. I mean, there's more than that, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they had these great retrospectives that were fantastic.
Yeah. No, I only probably went there just if a link took me there or something, but I never actively sought the site out or anything like that.
Yeah, it's a shame. And then we were all talking about MOBAs 3 weeks ago. Remember that? We were talking about. You brought up what was the one you liked? Battleborn, right, Ashley? Battleborn.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Wesley brought up Overwatch.
no,
Which still, which looks good. Which
Yeah.
looks
that's
cool
not a
too.
MOBA.
Yeah. And I brought up Gigantic. Remember that? Talked about
Yeah.
Gigantic. Well, guess who laid people off 2 weeks ago? Gigantic. I guess that Microsoft seed money has not helped. Um, Word to the wise, folks. If you're out there, you're developing a game, and Microsoft says they want to have exclusive publishing rights of your game, they're going to give you seed money, just count that business DOA, you know, before the game comes out, or buy the games if it ever
So
comes
are you
out.
talking about Gigantic the game, or
Yeah, yeah, they laid off a group of people.
real? So what does that mean for the game? Do you
No
think
one
that
knows.
means?
I think it'll be a limp dick release. Like,
I mean, honestly, I wasn't that excited about it, but I thought it looked cool.
yeah, it looked great, right?
Yeah, but okay.
Xbox One, PC, but
Yeah,
mostly
that's why,
Xbox
and
One.
that's why I didn't get too excited because I saw it was like Xbox One only. Okay, that's probably not going to happen for me, you know.
Right.
So
That's when I got all bummed out too.
yeah, me too.
I think it's going to play out the exact same way Killer Instinct 3 played out. People, it'll get released probably, and people will go, "Oh, did it?" You know, like I had that experience recently when they announced a new character was coming to Killer Instinct 3. I'm like, "That's still going?"
Yeah, I mean,
So
Killer Instinct actually has a really big following, and it's coming to PC this year, so it's only gonna open the doors for more people now.
yeah, big doors. I know Wesley's a fan,
Well,
so
I really don't play it, but there's still a big. I stay involved in the fighting game community, and
that's true.
so it's it's going to be at Evo. I mean, it's going to get some attention. It's it's not up there on the totem, but it's a fun game, and there's some really good players who are playing it right now. Some like Justin Wong, the guy famous for that Street Fighter 3 moment with blocking all the kicks
Yeah,
of Chun Li and Ken. Like,
yeah, block,
yeah,
block,
he's
block,
like one of
block,
the
block.
top Killer Instinct players right now. So
You typing, Wesley?
I'm just tapping on my keyboard. I'm not
Yeah, don't do
typing.
that. So here's the thing.
You don't tell me what to do, man.
I'll just mute you. Like that's how I go.
That's fine.
No,
I
no,
can
but
just mute myself.
Wesley, I got a question. How is Street Fighter V doing right now? Since last we talked, he's punishing me.
uh, it plays butter smooth. I'm having a really good time. There's still I got my first rage quit today. Someone actually rage quit on me, and there's no way to punish people with that. Like
Didn't they
Capcom
say just
straight up,
shame them? Didn't they say
yeah.
shame them?
Well, it's not that they wanted you to shame them. They want you to capture a video and send it to them, and if they get one person who's constantly doing it, then they'll go out of their way to maybe do something to their account permanently. But at the moment, they just don't have any way. Like, yeah, this guy. I won the first round. He won the second round, and then I just murdered him. And then all of a sudden, it's like disconnected. And I was like, "You son of a
I mean, there's
bitch!"
no way they can't tell someone does that.
They can. I think maybe it's something to do with the crossplay now with the PC and the PS4. That maybe there's a little bit extra complication because that problem didn't exist in Street Fighter 4. If you quit on somebody, it would just automatically give the other person the win, and they would get the points. And the other person, next time they came back on, the points would be deducted.
So why don't they just do that now?
Like I said, maybe that's something to do with crossplay.
I don't. Or they just didn't think about it.
I mean, that's the thing that always gets me. It's the same with any fighting, even Smash Brothers. It's like you have all these great features in the last game. You're gonna make a new engine in a new game. Great. Why can't all the same fucking features be in the next game? Like, why can't I have all the same modes and then some more modes? Or maybe you tweak a mode, but don't give me less modes. Like Madden Football does it too. I don't play it, but I always read about, oh, we came to a next gen console and we have less modes now.
Yeah, we remember when they shipped Nintendo 64, they shipped it with no teams.
No what?
Yeah, check this one, Ashley. They made Madden 64 and they couldn't get their licensing squared away at the time, so they shipped it with no NFL teams. It's just colors.
Wait. Oh, you mean like there's no logos?
Nothing, no team names, no logos, nothing. On Madden
Oh,
64, I highly recommend it. You just blow your fucking mind. So
I can look it up.
So what happened was this quarterback club got the license out on time, and they fucking killed EA that season. And then it became this rivalry between them and then 2K, NFL 2K, right? Which sort of got
Yeah.
bred out of the quarterback club, 98. team, right? They went on to do NFL 2K and then turned it into this rivalry with EA and NFL 2K to the point in 2005 when NFL K25 came out, they undercut EA by like $20. They released it for $40 new, and it was a phenomenal game. And so
Not
then
even
EA,
$40. They released it at $19.99 the last year. 2K5.
yeah, right, just killed EA. So then EA went and got the exclusive license, and we've all been in football game hell since.
Yeah,
So
exclusive NFL license for like 10 years. Not even like a couple of years, like just a decade. Just killed it.
yeah, it's killed it.
God, I remember Quarterback Club now. Like that
Yeah.
game was garbage, but it had the one selling factor. It used the 4 meg cart, the RAM pack.
Yeah.
And so it looked really shiny, and that was
It
why
looked really
people wanted
good.
it. Yeah.
It had specular highlights on everyone. Even the grass had specular highlights. I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, it all comes back to the EA having that license, all comes back to the time they released a football game with no logos or teams. Like,
Which it's like, is it really Madden anymore?
no.
Oh,
And they charge
yeah.
full price. It was
Oh.
59 or 69.99 at Walmart that year.
Wait, so back then though?
Oh yeah, cards were expensive.
No, but back then, wouldn't it be even more expensive than
It
that?
was 69 at Walmart.
Well,
'Cause the
yeah, it
games at
was a little
Walmart
bit.
were always $10 cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, for third-party games, so they always would go down. But it was
Oh,
60.
third party, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. Except if you were Midway and you released a $129 Mortal Kombat game, like, oh, yeah,
I
that's
think I only
true.
played one Mortal Kombat game, and it was a Nintendo 64 one. Sorry,
129.99.
I
Whew.
rented it.
Well, we're pushing at the 37 mark. I have some I want to talk about, but we're not gonna be able to make it. Save it till next week.
I got
So,
something really quick to add.
sure.
No Man's Sky finally got a release date, June 21st.
Thank you.
Oh,
It's gonna be $60.
it and okay, I hear this back and forth, and I can't. Is it gonna be on the VRs, or at least one of them?
In development, not at
O-
launch.
Okay.
Here's the amazing thing about it. So first we get The Witness and PS4. It's going to be dropped at 40. Everyone goes, that's too fucking expensive for an indie game. Then Firewatch comes out on PC for 20, and people go, that's too fucking expensive for a 3-hour game. Which, by the way, they're selling gangbusters. So Wesley was like, whatever. And then,
Did you finish it?
yeah, it's awesome.
It only takes like 10 minutes. Of course you finished it.
I need to get it. It'll be a while.
And then No Man's Sky gets announced this week, $60. And people are like, what? Like,
And
but
the $80 collector's edition.
comes with the little ship though, man. You get the ship.
No, 80. So PS4 has like a hardcover like box because it comes like a steel case, an art book, and then it comes in like a hard box. And then there's that PC IM 8-bit special version that comes with a ship and like a diorama background and like a pen and something else for $150. And I'm really trying to convince my wife to let me buy that. But,
She's like, really? Do you need a toy ship? You know?
because literally
Seems
that's all you're
reasonable.
buying is the ship because they're not even giving you a physical copy. They're giving
Comes
you a
with
code for the Steam or good old games.
Yeah, it comes with a code to download.
I don't
That
need the ship.
that being said, I hope this game is fun and it's not Spore with the ship. You know, because like I'm gonna be honest, the last time I was hoodwinked into this procedurally generated nonsense was Spore, and I bought into that shit hard. I was like, this is gonna be amazing, it's gonna be phenomenal, it's gonna change everything, and it fucking did nothing. So I hope
And
it's
did they
more.
make a big deal out of Spore just as much as No Man's Sky? Because I
Oh
remember Spore, but
yes.
I can't remember that well.
Well, you know, I recommend actually if you get a chance, go into iTunes and dig up Gaming Steve. Little info.
Okay.
Gaming Steve, he's a game developer. He's had his own company doing indie games for the longest time. But he had this great podcast, the Gaming Steve Show. But he has all these inside contacts. So he was on the inside track with Spore and World of Warcraft before it shipped. Like he was telling everyone, this thing, their plan is 10 million subscribers back in 2004. And everyone was like, no fucking way. He's like, they're going to do it. Trust me. So Steve did it for about 2 or 3 years, but it's a great podcast.
I
That being
I
said,
just
go ahead.
I remember reading about it. Like when did that come out? 2000
5.
like 5? Okay. Yeah, I was probably I think I did read something about that in the Game Informer one time. I just don't remember it being a huge deal. But again, that was like 10 years ago, so I don't know.
But Steve bought into the hype too. And ever since then, we've all been like, fucking Spore. You know, so I hope this is more like Minecraft with a ship versus Spore with a ship. Even though Spore technically had a UFO. But Spore sucked. Anyhow, quickly, folks, I don't know if you saw it. I don't have a link to it right now. I just saw it right before we started cast. They released the box art for the new Doom game. Ashley, you were talking about Doom before, and everyone's like, "We hate the cover." Well, they're gonna have it so you can flip it, and then it has a really badass cover. I don't know why, Wesley, they don't just ship the badass cover.
Well, they're doing a
Flip
contest
it.
to vote. There's 2 covers you can vote for right now.
Yeah, you can vote for them, but there's an artistic cover.
Yeah, that one's the bad. That looks like one of the old classic ones, where it's just like him on top of a pile of demons shooting down on him.
It's fucking awesome, but then they're like, well, at the very least, we'll make it so when you get it, you'll be able to flip it. They just don't want to put art on a cover for a video game. You know, like they just have this weird algorithm someone invented where it says you
Well,
have to put
even the Street Fighter one was pretty generic.
Yeah, well,
It was
it's
just
go ahead.
Hopefully
Wasn't it
hopefully the guys at GameStop, all the copies they open, hopefully they flip the cover and put that up on the wall and see if it sells.
Yeah, I wish we could go to Walmart and flip all the fucking covers out the boxes, you know? It's just, I don't know. It's, you know, like, it looks so cool. It would catch your eye in the store compared to everything else. I don't know. You know? How did things ever sell before they became generic, right? Things must have never, Transformers packaging never must have sold. He-Man toys never sold. I don't know. You know, it's strange to me. It's strange. All right, let me just go over here really quickly. And is there anything else, Wesley, you want to talk about?
No, right now I'm just signing over my soul to Nintendo. I finally signed up for that stupid Nintendo account.
Yeah, I know. I got to fill that thing out too.
Dude, I was trying to link with my Nintendo Network ID, and I had to like reset my password like 80 times just now. But I got to work.
Yay! Ashley, is there anything else?
Wesley, did you download any of the free PlayStation Plus games this month?
Oh, I have not. Thanks for reminding me.
It's Broforce and Galaxy, I think.
Yeah, Galaxy. That's Galaxy. I'm actually really looking forward to
Galaxy.
playing
That one looks cool. Broforce, I don't know.
It's fun.
It is.
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, good.
It's funny,
Everyone was
it's
making
fun.
a big deal about it. Everyone was like, Broforce, baby. And
Yeah, Galaxy is a shoot 'em up that is like a roguelike. It's randomly generated terrain each time.
But it's like
So-
it's like Robotech in its presentation.
Yeah,
right?
and yeah, exactly. And then it harkens to like the old 80s, anime style. So.
They are both excellent games.
Okay. Yeah, but I need to download those and check them out. I missed. I still kind of kick myself for missing Rocket League. I don't think that's free anymore.
It's never too late though, Ashley.
No, it isn't, and I keep forgetting to check. But I'm pretty sure it's probably.
Yeah, that one you missed out on getting it free, but it's still worth
Yeah.
purchasing. I'll play with you. We can suck at it together. I have a guy at work who's like a pro Rocket League player, and I was just watching videos of him. I'm like, holy shit! He just like flies across the screen, does like a moonsault, kicks the ball into the goal. I'm like, yeah, I'll fuck up a shot driving straight at the ball.
Yeah, and I think the cool thing about that is that game is you can play with PC players. Like PS4, I think you can do the cross. Is it called crossplay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do the crossplay on that. So, just cool, I guess.
Excellent.
All
I'm
right.
still playing Stella Glow. That's what I'm playing. Like,
You're still playing that?
I'm gonna beat this fucking game. Slowly.
I'm still playing Rayman. I'll give an update next week because I'll be closer to finishing it. So.
Yeah, I'm playing Fire Emblem Fates right now. I'm going through Birthright at the moment. I got the little collector's edition that has all
Wesley's gonna play all three.
Is Fire Emblem about clans, like a family clan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I saw
They
a little.
vary. This one has the two different games, Birthright and Conquest, deal with one character, choosing between two families.
Okay.
And then there's a third one where you choose no sides. So. All right, everybody. Wesley, where can people find you on the internet?
Twitter at Wesley Rusher, Ruscher.
Perfect. Ashley, where can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube, Instagram and Facebook, and I'm Gang Feather.
And that's wrap. Everybody, please say hi on the channel. Leave your comments below. Leave them in there. Email me, rob@sketchcraft, or either. Actually, the @sketchcraft is my Twitter. But at sketchcraft.com, rob@sketchcraft.com will be the email. I gotta change that little thing down there. So that being said, we will be back in about a week or so with another Sketchcraft Gaming Podcast. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.